All right, so the question was straightforward. We had like two stocks, the triple A stock and the triple B stock, and they were not equally weighted. So we had 60% weightage in the 60% of investment in A and 40% investment in B, and their P ratios were given. It should have been like P upon E. Well, I don't know, P ऐसे क्यों लिखा? P upon E होना चाहिए. And the question is, which of the following measure is best to calculate the portfolio P ratio? तो आज के लेक्चर मैंने by mistakenly done a silly mistake in one of the question. So that was what question number was what? मैंने by mistakenly उसको बोला था कि it should be harmonic mean. हाँ ये वाला yes I think. So it was not like harmonic, it was weighted harmonic mean. It's not arithmetic mean, it's not, sorry, it's not arithmetic mean, it's not geometric mean, it's not harmonic means, it's weighted harmonic mean. So it was clear cut answer as A to calculate portfolio or index average P ratio जब calculate करना है, whenever you calculate average P ratio, that average P ratio will always be, sorry, क्या हो गया? That average P ratio is always going to be the weighted harmonic mean. Okay. And we don't have to calculate the way weighted harmonic mean is given in a textbook. We are going to be calculating it logically. Okay, so what we're going to do is over here, price to earning ratio is given. So we'll take assume certain price and certain EPS. Okay, let's assume the price. Let's say, okay, let's assume that the price is $100. Okay, I'm taking this assumption. The price is $100. So based on the P ratio, earnings कितना होगा? Vedant, can you tell me? Unmute Vedant. Vedant का कुछ mic issue आ रहा है. Meet, can you unmute? Meet or Himoli, can you unmute? I'm assuming price of 100. No? This is not given. I'm assuming a price of 100. So to get the P ratio of 10, what should be the EPS?
Sure, it should be 10.
All right, good. 100 upon 10 would be equal to 10. All right, so if I assume price of 100, then okay, let me take the price as 200. Okay, let me assume the price of 200. So let me assume the price of $200. Then what should be the EPS now to get the P ratio of 10?
20.
Good. 200 upon 20 is going to be 10. Similarly, यहाँ पे let me just take it as let's say $150. So 150 upon what would be 15?
10.
All right,
10.
150 upon 10 would be 15. Okay, 150 upon 10 is 15. Good. Meeta and Himoli. 150 upon 10 is 15. 200 upon 20 is 15. So what we'll be looking at is now कि हमने जो पोर्टफोलियो है उसमें 0.6 मतलब पूरा का पूरा एक शेयर नहीं है. So we are having or we can take it as like we are having okay ठीक है we are taking it like we are having 60%. So we are going to like look at कि price 60% of 200 है. That means the price, that amount that we have invested in A is 120 rupees. Okay, and in the case of stock B, it is 40% into 150. 40% into 150 is 60. So 60% into 200 is 120, 120, and this is 40% of 150 is 60. So 120 plus 60, that is going to be 180. So the total amount that we have invested over here is 180. Now let's calculate the profit. 60% multiplied by the profit of that share is 20. So 60% of 20 is going to be $12. The profit of $12. And then in the denominator, we are looking at 40% weight multiplied by the EPS of 10. So 40% into 10 is going to be 4. Sorry, 40% into 10 is going to be 4. So that will be 12 plus 4, $16 of profit. So together it's going to be 180 divided by $16. 180 is a total investment, $16 a profit that we get. So 180 upon 16 is going to be the weighted harmonic mean.
Sir, I have a doubt.
एक second. So 11.25. So in this case, this method was like trickier क्योंकि यहाँ पे weight सब कुछ दिया था. So in this case, the normal formula based method is easier. So what is the formula that we had covered in the lecture? 1 divided by 1 upon the first P ratio 10 plus 1 upon the second P ratio 15 and multiplied by the respective weight. So इसका weight है 0.6 and उसका weight है 0.4. Okay, so let's do it. 0.6 into 1 upon 10. that's the first term. I'm just storing that in memory number 1. Second term, 1 into 0.4 divided by 15. Storing that in memory number 2. Recall 1 plus recall 2 equal to, and then take an inverse of that. So it's getting to 11.53, 11.54 or rounding ka difference hai, but otherwise it's the same. Okay, I repeat, 0.6 into 1 upon 10. Store 1 and then 0.4 into 1 upon 15. Store that in memory number 2 and then recall 1 plus recall 2. And then taking inverse of that, it gets to 11.54. Yeah, Himoli.
Uh, Sir, can you go to the previous screen where you had
So मैंने
written
delete किया, I'll just write it one more time.
assume
वो मैंने
uh,
delete किया था, I'll just write one more time. So I
uh,
will assume a
it's okay.
price.
My question was that you simply did 60% into the assumed price, 140% into the assumed price, 150, 200 or whatever it was. But ideally, should not we go like we have a portfolio of 1,000 rupees. Out of 1,000, 60% would be 600 would be for AA and 400 would be for BBB instead
Okay,
of
we'll do it that
60%
way.
of individual price, because one, you did not take similar prices for both of them, right?
एक सेकंड
If
मैं
you
मैं
had
एक बार वापस लिखता हूँ. प्राइस कितना assume किया था इसका?
आपने
200.
दोनों का अलग अलग अज्यूम करा
हाँ,
था,
कितना था?
अगर आपने
कितना था?
सेम अज्यूम किया होता, एक का 250 जितना था, एक का 100 जितना कुछ था. आई डोंट रिमेम्बर
तो प्राइस
एग्जैक्टली.
क्यों सेम assume करना है? मतलब प्राइस कैन बी डिफरेंट, राइट? सो
It
नो
can
नो
be different, but if you want to multiply price by the portfolio percentage, then I'm not sure if that is the right way to
no,
go.
not
Shouldn't it be
necessarily.
like
I mean,
shouldn't it be like
you can have a
port-
portfolio with the different amount invested, and the prices could be different. So you don't have to necessarily take the same price.
yeah, yeah, I understood that, but my question is, why did you multiply portfolio
I'm
percentage
coming
with
to
the
it.
price?
I'm coming to it. So price with मैंने कितना लिया? 200 लिया था and earn EPS इसका लिया था I think 20. So 200 upon 20 is 10 and I think इसका लिया था 150 and this was 150 upon 10 as 15. So this
Yeah.
was the data which I took. And what she was trying to say is that कि why sir आपने वो 60% multiply किया? So let me go with what she is saying. कि let me assume that a total amount that we had was 1,000. So total amount which was in the portfolio is like 1,000. And 1,000 ka 60% is 600 over here is invested and 400 over here is invested, right? This is what you're saying
Yeah.
now.
Yes.
Okay, so now what we have to do is कि after you say कि 600 is invested over there and 400 is invested over there, you have to look at the number of shares that we got. So
Hmm.
with the 600 rupees and the price being 200 rupees, so the number of shares that we have got is 600 upon 200. We got 3 shares.
Yes.
Okay, and in the case of the other company with 400 rupees and 150 rupees as the price, 400 rupees invested and 150 rupees the price. Let's say how many shares we got. Not got the full number of shares over there. Going to be decimal 400 upon 150. So 400 divided by 150. So the number of shares that we have got is 2.67 over here. यहाँ तक clear है?
Yes.
Okay, so now we'll do the method that we had done it. So let's find out the total investment we did. So in the case of the company triple A, we have purchased three shares. Each of them is costing 200. So 3 into 200 in A we have invested 600. I'll just put it over here. In the A we have invested 600. And in the B, we have bought 2.67 shares, which are worth 150. So 2.67 into 150 is going to be same 400. So that means the total investment that we have done is 1,000. Okay, the total investment that we have done is 1,000. Three shares of 200, that is 600 rupees of investment in A, and 2.67 shares of B, which is 150 into 2.67 is 400. And now let's look at the earnings that we got. So 3 shares giving a profit of 20. So 3 into 20 is 60 rupees of profit. And 2.67 shares giving a 10 rupees of profit. So that is 26.7. Okay, 2.67 into like 10. So niche hai 86.7. So this was the right approach. So she was right. I was wrong. So this was the right approach to do it. Okay, so three shares worth total 200. So 3 into 200 is 600 rupees of investment, and 2.67 shares into 150 price. So together 400 rupees of investment. So together 1000 rupees of investment. And then in terms of profit, three shares with each profit of 20. So together profit of 60. And 2.67 shares with each profit of 10. So that become together profit of 26.7, and then adding to 86.7. And then the final answer would be 1000 divided by 86.7. So 1000 divided by 86.7. So that should be same answer 11.53. तो मैंने जो पहले किया था वो wrong था. Okay, so what like before Imoli के साथ जो discussion किया था जो पहले किया था that was wrong. This was right. But I would say कि यहाँ पे वो छोड़ दो. You can look at the normal direct method because weights are given. So 1 upon 10 plus 1 upon 15, this one, and multiplied by weights 0.6 for this and 0.4 for this. So this will be faster. उसका भी आंसर सेम ही आ रहा है 11.53. Let's check it. 0.6 into 1 upon 10, store 1, and 0.4 into 1 upon 15, store 2, and then do recall 1 plus recall 2, and then inverse of that. So that is same answer. Okay, so the way I had covered first was wrong, and then the second number of shares वाला किया था, that's correct. Emoli clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Others raise hand if it is clear. The longer approach, ये formula तो clear होगा ही. Longer approach. Clear, raise hand please. All right, good.